Welcome back to Division 1 football. This is Matchday 5 of Season 9 of the Simulation Soccer League. Sock and Val Picks will be joining you for this occasion. And Val, the first 4 match days, it has been a rather intense ride so far. A lot of unexpected results, and to be fair, a lot of expected ones as well, as Hollywood again have been racing out to a very solid start.
Yeah, but for how good Hollywood is, Tokyo has been just as good, and obviously currently tops the table on goal difference. And hey, we're leading off with Tokyo. We are not wasting any time. 4-2-3-1 with 2 defensive midfielders against Athênai in a 4-3-3.
Yeah, we did see that Athênai have had their goal-scoring struggles of late, though have markedly improved thus far. Now are back up to a positive goal differential, although you do see them there sitting 6th in the standings, just ahead of Seoul. That goal difference is marked enough to a point where it is very much a wide gap between the two. Of course, that is in part thanks to Tokyo, due to being up 15, shellacking rather. I believe it was 11-1 that Tokyo had over Seoul in that derby across East Asia. It's Kaido there, an early chance there. Good save, Yannick Anderson. A very precise shot there as well. Nearly found the top corner of the net, but Anderson up to task.
Yeah, and Athênai also had a pretty big role in that gap because last match day, they won 6-0 over Seoul.
That would explain it, yeah. You mentioned the recent goal-scoring struggles, and hopefully that did get them off that proverbial monkey off their back, rather. As you see, Mika Rashford has moved into Tokyo as well. Here's Hayden now, a chance. Covered off by Lin there. Kaido back, tries a shot, saved again by Anderson. As keeps it in play, and Yoka blocks it out and ceases the momentum.
Yeah, Rashford moving from Seoul to Tokyo. There were some circumstances around that move, but another big boost for Tokyo in their title chase.
Yeah, and it's very interesting as well because now Rashford is going up against his former club in Hollywood. Here's Gintonic now, a chance saved by Ruben out for a corner.
Yeah, Tokyo last match day, by the way, 3-2 win against London on the road in what was a very competitive game.
Indeed. So just to go over the movie, he's technically on the Reykjavik roster, though it was basically just a transfer and loan, now out with Tokyo. Seoul did receive some hefty draft capital as a result of that, as here's Hayden with a drive, but blocked out by Newport and out into the bleachers there.
Yeah, I think Seoul's thinking was more so like, you can't really turn down that draft cap. Do you turn down that draft capital in the long term for a short term boost? And they decided to go with something, maintaining the long view.
Yeah, especially given that their current market history has been a little bit iffy. Of course, they did win that Division 2 title last season on the back of a couple of strong loan that came in. Of course, Lance Soderberg and Shio Nakamoto. But yeah, do see that Tokyo are, again, just rebolstering. They want that short term. They need that title. But here's 44 to try and put themselves in front, but again, saved by Rube.
Yeah, it's not a sight any goalkeeper wants to see. Is 1-on-1 against Owen 44, but Dobby Rube showing no fear and making the solid save.
Yep.
As that corner comes to nothing.
Yeah,
he was offside anyway.
Yeah, well, I think it was looking for Yoka, but Yoka was offside and just let it be. But the linesman said apparently it was interference and plays that advantage instead. I'm not sure on that one, but they want to play it. Yoka closely followed by Rise. Goodness me, the size difference between those two. Rise is very tall, but it just... it's almost like David...
Absolute unit.
All chance in front of 44 was cut off there by Rupp and then cleared away from danger.
Yeah, Athênai have looked very dangerous so far in this first half. It's just, can they execute? Can they, get that goal? As we said, they've been struggling offensively early this season.
Yeah, try for that one, but again, Rupp has been able to block those off, and I feel like that's been the reason why they didn't get that clear-cut chance, because Mike Rupp blocked that goal. We did see a hefty XG already, I believe, when we got our look at the statistics page. Is we see there 1.85, and I feel like a lot of that has just been due with some blocks there from that Tokyo centre back. He's covering Jaeger now as Rice tries to make an intercept, flicked over there for Labovic, centered for Gintonic. And that puts Athênai up just before the break, and a huge away goal for them.
Yeah, comes off the throne from Joker. Jaeger holds back. Quick pass, cross. And Labovic leaves it off for Gintonic. That's not an easy finish. Very tight angle. But he roofs it on Rube. And that is the goal for Athênai that, frankly, that first half they probably deserved.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned earlier how Rube and Rupp had been able to block those, but that time Labovic was just completely uncovered on that far side, and I think a lot of them thought we were going out, but Labovic just played the back end of that, cleaned up the scraps, sent it back in, and Gintonic was able to convert from right in front, and that's definitely been the way that they've been able to play. Not been able to find many goals out of it. Of course, we mentioned with that 6-0 win over Seoul, they only have one goal in their first 3 matches, but they get another one here, and there's a great deal of momentum as Tokyo will look to get one back here early on in this second half. And a Convissa back over to Soderberg. Trying to work it back, but no real options creating for them thus far. They're meshing well with Athênai defense, but here's Nessie on a flank. Try to whip it in there for Rise. Great clearance though by Lynn, the counter brewing. Fisher closely followed on the edge. Has nothing to go there though, and Lynn just works it back in. Change of headers, ends up with Hayden. Rashford had it cleanly taken away there by Jaeger, who now gets a run from Fisher and a shot that is driven well wide.
I feel like with Tokyo, a lot of this game we've been talking about like how they've been like blocking shots and clearing. I feel like they're just kind of getting a little bit overrun in the midfield, and it's forcing their center backs to do some last stitch, blocks and recovery tackles and such.
Yeah, perhaps it might just mean that they need to play those attacking wingers like Rise and Visser, I believe it is. No, it's not Visser. Why's the name escape me? Anyway, we'll move on to that. Hayden, a chance! And that one wide. It was Kaido. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Kaido and Ryder having to play a bit further back, and I think because of those inverted wingers just not being able to really play as wingers, it's kind of limited their scope.
Yeah, and now I see the defensive midfield roles. Suddenly, I feel like it makes a lot more sense. You got the Volante and the deep lying playmaker. Like that. I don't think there's enough defensive teeth in that midfield, and Athênai has just been feasting on the exposed center backs.
Yep, though Rob has been up to task for the most part. As Visser now tries to whip one way across there to change the angle of attack there for Rise. Nessie tries another chip. That one deflects out. Could have been a corner. Rise didn't want to get Joker save it though, but gave right back to Ligmanen. Rob heads it back in. That clearance intending for 44. Rashford now across for Kaido. Maybe had some space there, but didn't want to use it. Now gets an opportunity. Trying to dance by Ramirez, but saved and then blocked drive and then cleared out by Ligmanen. That's 44 now. Plenty of running room. Chetty trying to cover him off. Does bring him down. Expect a card.
No card. Just a warning.
Yeah, I think it was just a tackle that didn't end up getting him cleanly. Did end up receiving yellow a little bit later on for something, though, as 44 now gets the ball off a throw-in as Rupp got it, then Soderberg, and now Hayden. Hayden, that should
That's
be
a yellow.
Probably for Newport.
Absolutely attacked. Yep. Bobby Newport smokes him to break up that counter.
Yeah, and perhaps, maybe a chance to have Ramirez. Yeah. Lyndon Newport, both center backs now on yellows, and now Rise for Rise, a chance save Anderson, and a crucial one that might have just kept them with 3 points, but they still need to defend this corner. Nessie over. It's got over to Newport. Rise was trying for it, couldn't get it back. Nessie now across, chip in, rebound! Offside. It was Hayden.
I believe he's the co-league leader in offsides. Along with Jerry.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Jerry is
there. Why wouldn't it be? Is Ramirez able to block that one intended for Kaido? The sliding tackle goes out for a throw-in. Still some time here with how much time went off in that 1 minute of added stoppage time. Not a lot left. Soderberg centering. Rashford brought down right. It's right on the D there, and ended up being a direct free kick. Rashford, quick one, and it missed. And that's
That was the
probably
chance.
going to be the chance, and it is. Referee Stack blows full time, and Athênai just barely held on there for a win after a late second half rally there from Tokyo. And a huge win for them, the second on the campaign.
Yeah, second win in a row, second clean sheet in a row. You look at the stats, it was pretty even for the most part. Tokyo had a bit more possession, but Athênai had the more threatening chances, and I feel that stands up to the eye test. In the second half, Athênai was a lot quieter, and Tokyo kind of, they pulled back into the game, but Yannick Anderson made some big saves when it mattered. They were really smart, mostly with their fouling, and Tokyo just couldn't take a chance and find that equalizer, so that will get Athênai up to 6 points, and now Tokyo's spot at the top of the table will be under threat from Hollywood.
Yeah, and I believe they play next away against Seoul Mythic, a team that just lost Mika Rashford. As you mentioned on earlier the broadcast about that transfer, and while we saw how much Tokyo put on a show, let's see if Hollywood can similarly show some stardom.
Yeah, Hollywood coming off a 1-0 win last week against Catalunya. Seoul, of course, lost 6-0 at Athênai, and I think Seoul is trying to sort of consolidate and think long term about their club, and not trying to be too short-sighted on we need to achieve X this season. It's about long-term stability. But still, they got 3 points on the board, and obviously it's going to be an uphill battle against Hollywood.
Yep.
What is that?
Very defensive 4-3-3 by my look.
That's a box. It's just a straight up box. And a narrow 4-4-2 diamond for Hollywood. In the words of Zenlos, that's an 11 from Seoul. I'm sorry. I just lost it.
Yeah. I don't say anything that I thought about saying because I'm worried about actually activating your Alexas at home. Here's a free kick from right in front of Yeri here for Yang Kwai, and hits a bar and goes out. Oh, the chance gone begging.
Yeah, really good spot for a free kick. Really good take. Just, beat the keeper, but the accuracy was just a hair off. He hits the bar.
Beats the goalie, but couldn't beat the post from James Zabolski. Doug works his forward for Ryan. Trying to get down this left side here. Man ends up flicking right forward here for Aloisi. He missed.
Yeah, it's a really nice ball in for Aloisi.
Yeah, I was worried I was going to be offside in truth, and I was just kind of holding myself back thinking if they're going to put a flag up, he's and Kwai rolling one through. And quickly in, and Hollywood, 16 and a half minutes gone, take an early 1-0 lead away.
You can't leave Leon Kwai that open. You just can't. Comes off the throw-in from Possible, and you see this run he makes, gets the flick on from Gerrard, and just squeaks that through. I feel like Neuer should have done a little bit better, but you just can't leave a player of Leon Kwai's caliber that wide open. Because, as we see there, he will make you pay.
Yeah, it seemed like he got just around the back of JJ Okocha as he tries a shot. That one goes wide. Yeah, it just seemed like he got around the back of him, ended up with a lot of space, and ends up converting as a cross in from the corner. Doug headed it clear, but only as far as Jarrow. Now Costanza, the two centre-backs are up. Aloisi doubling back here. Pretty much every Seoul body is trying to trap Hollywood in their box. Juracek worked back now for Possible. Putting Esco over for Jarrow, and now flicked across for Gerrard. Gerrard in for Ricky Bobby. Hit the bar again. Twice a bar. Once a goal thus far for Hollywood in this first quarter of the match.
Yeah, it was an excellent cross in by Gerrard. And the header was not bad. Just, again, the post. I mean, if Hollywood's trying to do a crossbar challenge, I mean, they are winning. And I mean, they are winning on the scoreboard, too, so...
Yeah, I mean, if it was Gaelic rules, they'd be up 5-0.
True.
Maybe 5-1. I don't remember if Aloisi... No, Aloisi's shot was wide. Yeah, 5-0.
Yeah, wide, not high.
As Seoul looking to play out from the back. Great intercept
Read
there by
that like a
possible.
book.
Intended for a Kocha. Over to the Yanquai. Again, he rolls one in. But Neuer that time was up for it and saves it.
That was an excellent defensive read by Hun Possible. Really good ball in for Kwai. I feel like that shot by Kwai was very similar, not from position, but like the velocity and the placement to the one he scored on. But this time, Neuer was up to the task as we reach halftime. Hollywood ahead, and they do deserve to be ahead. Seoul haven't, they've had some half chances here and there, but sometimes you're just up against a better team, and they're playing better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way I can look at it because, I mean, one would
look at that possession.
Yeah.
Is Seoul going for the park the bus, slash the tires, and drain the fuel supply strategy?
Weird how that ended up with my vehicle last night after I was trying to come home from that D2 cast. Besides a point. Lanquai there after an intercept from Jiracek. Bobby trying to get by Mertz. We're back for Gerard. Trying to look for tiki-taka, but it went over everyone's head. David Doug even tried to clear it. There's an intercept though for a Kocher, and that clears out the danger. It feels like Seoul with their defensive formation just has not been able to set up anything of note thus far. Ryan Verrill, bad touch. Valor got it over for Taka. Now the quiet drive and wide.
Lian Kwai continuing to be the most dangerous player on the pitch for Hollywood. Has the goal and has come close now 3 times to adding to that tally. Of course, one of them was before he scored the goal, but technicalities.
Yeah, details.
Yeah, it's weird because like the possession stats say Seoul has had most of the possession, but like most of the highlights have been with Hollywood, so it does feel like they tried to park the bus, and what a save there.
Yeah, didn't look like that maybe been quite on target, but Neuer's still able to redirect it past that post, creates a corner now, wide they go, and they're being cleared away, I believe, by Holmberg, and then just sent back to the back line.
Yeah, because it is 78% possession for Seoul. It does not feel like it.
No, it really doesn't. It's just, again, they've tried to put themselves in the box themselves, perhaps. That one cleared out right to Elmas for Heretic. 4 minutes left to play in regulation time. Elmas holding it on for a while there. Could have maybe been called to move that one on. Maybe had it in his hands for more than 6 seconds, but was let go. Gerard now, Lian Kwai. Over to Taka. Now Valor. Clearing out for Possible. Possible, plenty of room. Whipped inside, and the header would have been another minor score, but Ricky Bobby over net.
Yeah, Hollywood working on, getting the ball forward quickly. Not dawdling around, but, boom, 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 boom.
Yep, and that's like the only way they've been able to score here. He's Aloisi now trying to dance through. He's got a Kocher running through. I think he might be offside. Here he is.
Yeah, looked offside in real time. Give us a little credit. Like, they have been fighting, and they've had some half chances in this game. It's only 1-0. They're one shot away from tying this game. Especially for a team, struggling, and there's a save.
Now ended up run through bad, leaked by Neuer, but Tenderloin ended up getting it back there. I think it was eventually cleared out as Valor is down.
What is going on?
I think we're trying to melt clock. They're finally running out here.
Sorry, the animation is just cracking me up. Meanwhile, Doug's just like, I want to take my throw-in, please.
The trainer has walked off the field. Okay, no, they seem to be okay now.
I'm
just having the upper field momentarily. Danny Paul, crossover, Barocca Aloisi. They might have a chance here. Oh, Aloisi was offside. After all that. We're into the 93rd minute, 1 minute of stoppage time thanks to that injury, as Ryan will try to hoof a clear to try and create something, but Gerard cuts it out, and Hollywood another 1-0 away win this match day, as Seoul just had zero chances that entire second half.
Yeah, and I mean, give credit to Seoul because they fought this ultra defensive formation. You know, they came out to not concede, and I mean, it almost worked. You know, I still think that goal was a little soft, but, you know, Hollywood did what they needed to do. It wasn't particularly pretty, but they are going to go top of the table with a 1-0 win. And but credit to Seoul for fighting. They just did. It just felt like they were trying so hard not to concede that it felt like they didn't really have any interest in going forward. Like, they had some half chances, but nothing really like high danger that was going to force, you know, any sort of save from the Heretic.
Yeah, I do have to agree there. Almost Heretic never really looked like he was ever troubled. I mean, there were 0 shots on target created, so not surprising if it ended up that way. And as we mentioned, Seoul will stay in that relegation zone. We'll have to see if Inter London can make any progress towards escaping it themselves. Would be able to get one over on Seoul and get themselves up into 7th. If they're able to defeat Buenos, of course, a win over Athênai does mean they would not be able to leapfrog anyone else.
Yep, Buenos Aires coming out in a 4-3-1-2. So they're going to try and, you know, clog the middle, and it's against a narrow 4-4-2 diamond of Inter London. So basically very similar look. It's just London has that defensive midfielder versus 3 central midfielders. These two teams did meet in the cup, which Buenos Aires came out on top. But this should be an interesting matchup. You know, I don't think these teams are terribly far apart in terms of quality, but we'll see.
Yep, do have to wait and see here as try to roll one for Jerry, but was easily cut off there by Koshi Oakdown, and early attack here. Torres for Vanderslav, plenty of space and tipped over by Yeboah. Had plenty of velocity on that shot. Showed from the deflection. Gorkov. Get out there by Ode. I never try to pronounce its name. I pronounce it like 7 or 8 different ways throughout a match day, so feel free to correct the record on me there, Val.
Believe it is Oud.
Oud. That's probably as close as I've ever gotten it, I'll be honest. Gode now out for the floor, right edge, looking for Clements off the bar. Ooh. Then cleared out. The floor did recover there, but no attacking opportunity presented itself following.
Yeah, the crossbar has been coming to a lot of people's rescues today. That time to deny K. Clements, who's like the last London player you want to see anywhere near the ball.
Indeed. Very threatening. Of course, Division 2 Golden Boot winner, though has been largely kept quiet this season. That one taken away and cleared up by Torres. No one really waiting for it. Oh, good intercept there by Governo, but Wood was able to clear it.
Very sloppy at the back there.
Through now, and now a chance of Tali. Way wide. Try to absolutely go.
Yeah, that was a really good ball in, but what on earth was that finish?
Yeah, he just got too much of it to go left. Vanderslav, another chance through the center there. Dives in a lot, blocks it out. Roma recovers. Half an hour gone here. Still scoreless to this point. A lot of pressure being applied by Buenos Aires. Wasn't able to find Clements, and Mara just sends it back to Oakdown. Jerry tries to give some vague threatening as that one beats everyone. And Vanderslav is there to clean up. And Edwin Vanderslav opens the scoring. It's an assist to Koche Oakdown.
Yeah, came right from the direct ball from the goalkeeper over everybody. And I feel like Tony Yeboah here just gets caught in no man's land. Like, it feels like he can't decide whether he wants to stay at home or come out and challenge, and the result, easy pickings for Vanderslav.
Yeah, I feel like that more just falls and dives in a lot. Like he's supposed to be able to clear that away and he whiffed on it. Gotta get back to try and make sure he stays behind that ball as 2 yellow cards in quick succession there for Buenos Aires. 10 minutes prior to half time as that will spell the first 1-0 Buenos Aires.
Yeah, London had that one chance with Clement's header going off the bar, but otherwise it's not been great from them. They've been sloppy out of the back, and offensively there just hasn't been a ton going on.
Yeah, again, it's another case like we saw it earlier with Seoul. No shots on target thus far, though. At least they've had some vague amounts of threat in their attack. Similarly, there's a vague threat. Cleaned up by Oud. Roma out of danger. Katarina, though. Sends it right back into the fray with Tali. Knocked out again by Roma and cleared away, and Brooks Patron heads it right back in. Now with Gorkov. Gorkov, little pass through for
Feels like
Franco
Buenos Aires is winning
Torres.
everything in the air.
And Torres is offside. Here's a look again. We got to see just
Feels like Buenos Aires is winning everything in the air.
And
Torres, I believe, had a hat trick in that cup game.
Again, not adding to his tally. No pun intended there with Imo Tali. Yeah, just thought that there was a good opportunity on there, and the floor nearly did place Torres onside, but that one's not going to be trouble for an onside position. Hood ended up blocking it out, though, and got back in time and makes a huge challenge. Again.
Huge and risky.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got
like if he misses, like
probably
if he doesn't get the ball, that's absolutely
Either way, you probably would rather take the penalty either way because score and perhaps do something to rally the troops. You might give your Boa a better chance there, but either way, done is done, and we're able to make the stop there. So here's Jerry trying to get one through here for Clemens, a drive from the edge of the area, but broke down again there. Shot on target really registered. That's a bad free kick there by Hood, and a good save, your Boa to recover there. Had to be called immediately into action, and Torres was saved there. Turning that one over the bar. Gorkov now on the corners. Cleared out by Millar. Now Brooks Patron. With G's, but nothing else doing there. Throw-in now deep in Buenos Aires' zone. Pinkman. Look across to no one in particular. Torres will clear it out. Adds in a lot there as the anchor point. Roma. Intercept by Tali. Now Torres out to Gorkov. Gorkov taken away by Davzin a lot. The floor, I think, didn't get a good touch on it. Buenos is free and was wide.
That's not the shot to take. I feel like you need to take another touch there, but what is going on at the back for Inter London in this one? It's just complete chaos back there.
I feel like that was honestly one touch too many there, because considering how narrow that angle was from the shot, Yeboah might have just been able to just pluck that one from his feet. As here's Governo again. That one was not directed on net. Tough chances here right now for Buenos Aires and going begging. Of course, I look at the corner stats just recently. 11 corners to 1. That is the kind of thing that you would throw a stank face at, for want of a better term. Now Governo gets by the floor. A shot and a goal. Finally is able to find the target. Bent it right by Yeboah, and Buenos Aires up 2-0.
Yeah, second goal that Buenos Aires quite frankly deserved. Cross comes in, can't quite clear it cleanly, and they're able to recycle. And Governo hits that one with some venom. Good placement as well. I think Yeboah might have been able to do a little bit better there, but, quality finish. And frankly, Buenos Aires does deserve that, and that is very tight on the offside.
Yeah, because Governo beat the floor, and Rumor, I think, was the one that placed them on there. Get the flag offside there, not quite the rave lines. To London now needing 6 minutes to score 2 goals to salvage something, but they might be looking at 3 here. No, that one was blocked. Vanderslot that time, Yeboah ran out there and basically anticipated that play, scooped it up for himself. Forward there for Governo, try to be taken away there. Would not do so. Gorkov cleared up deep. McGurk now forward. Jerry out to Clemens. Clemens has a space 1-on-1. A drive, and it was tipped by Oak down and out for a corner.
Yeah, haven't called Kay Clemens' name too much in this one. But yeah, he's had London's two best chances now. That one and the one he rang off the ball.
Tipped in. Chiefs tried to block it and he couldn't. They'll credit it to Hood. He ended up getting that one through. Ask Chiefs, and it's in the net.
Game on. You make your own luck sometimes. Good corner from Jerry Hood with the header. And then I guess they did give it to Oud because I think it was going in if Jeeves didn't hit it.
Yeah, I think it just deflects in off his thigh there and goes to the right side. Adam Knight probably needed to do something there to clear that out, but could not do so. And here's a corner here. So how they got there first? Can it get there second? Jerry across, cleared out on the short end by Imotali, and that is the match. Buenos Aires breaks the home jinx of this match day. Ends up getting a win at home 2-1 over London.
Yeah, and they absolutely deserved it. They were the better team all match. They took more shots. They created better chances. Didn't have as much of the possession, but sometimes possession's
It's about
just
even,
what
really.
do you do with it.
49-51. Can't really call that either way.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, even. But overall, they were just the better team on the day. Sometimes it's simple as that.
Indeed, as we now pivot over to our final game of this match day. CF Catalunya facing off against União Sao Paulo. I have my order mixed up a little bit there, but yes, Spain versus Brazil in this one in terms of team nationalities, and both of these sides have had a bit of a reversal of fortune from what you'd usually expect.
Yeah, right now Sao Paulo is currently sitting in third and Catalunya fifth. To be fair, only 2 points do separate them as Catalunya comes out in a 4-3-3. We'll see what Sao Paulo is cooking, and they've decided 5-3-2. The wingbacks will be going forward, 3-man midfield, and the two forwards.
Well, I go as far as to call it a 5-2-1-2, given how forward Zlatan Ibrahimovic is playing, but each one zone.
Yeah, fair enough. Probably functionally more like a 4 or a 5-2-3.
That's why I call the 4-4-2 narrow diamond the 4-1-2-1-2, because I like doing the more numbers than I do the how would you say it? The specifications of the formation. As here's an early chance here looking for Muller, but able to stop it, and his back pass to Adam Rage was wide of him, and it ended up out for a corner. Could have been more disastrous than that, but maybe it won't be if it's a corner kick that's headed in, but no, headed out by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It's Vins back off the corner, looked for Okamoto, but headed out by Yves Mathieu. That will clear the danger. So it's a bit of a red and white match. Of course, Catalunya at home have elected to go with the yellow in theirs. Both of these teams have red shorts. I think that's a clash, and we should be talking about it. But I suppose I don't really have any alternates to really work with here. It's Okamoto. Ends up getting that one off rather than an intercept. Sent forward there for McFlopface, who tries a drive, but high and wide.
Yeah, it was a really good run by McFlopface off the ball, but good defending there. Last second from Sao Paulo as that header goes wide for a goal kick.
Yeah, an indirect free kick, maybe indirect actually, from Muller. Try to find Lee Fist on the far edge and end up just going back across the face of goal. There's a right flank attack mounting here from Sao Paulo. Dorian Lexington covered heftily there by Muller. Worked for Fessenbets. Now a chance for Coffee Biscuit, and it's just wide.
I think he might have been offside anyway. I need a replay, but they did give the goal kick.
I think he just timed his run well there.
Sloppy.
Intercept now. And Ibrahimovic a try, but saved by Gunnarsson and was well redirected there. Go back out. Funyuns across, looking for Newman. Headed away by Fist, and only shot on target thus far was that shot that just was saved by Alexandra Gunnarsson. Vins. Forward now, and a long cross, and a long through ball rather. Intended for Dogwood Maple. He nearly got the intercept there. Trying to get it off of Lexington. Could not do so. And Ken Friends there on Mayhem. But again, he turns it away. That time to Lexington. Now Newman. Newman trying to send one forward. But Yarvin and Vest blocked it out.
Feels like these back lines are playing with fire, playing amongst themselves.
Yep. As that's a penalty given away there. Wow. I don't think the referee was in any position to call that. It might have been an assistant referee call. But Mayhem just fouled there. I believe that was on Dogwood Maple. And his penalty is converted. Right on 20 minutes. Dogwood and Maple puts Catalunya in front.
Yeah, I think Sao Paulo is not going to be particularly happy with that call. But the penalty, plain and simple. Keeper guesses right, but Maple just places it well. 1-0 Cata.
Yeah, and I feel like that one, we have seen before that its box calls have been a little bit contentious, but I feel like that one was in the box there, so a fair call in that regard, though I'm not sure just how far away it would have been for that call to be made. As Ibrahimovic tries a long drive. Gunnarsson ordinarily put themselves in their own net. Trying to save that one, but I think just held it out.
Yeah, and it's an ambitious look that almost paid off in the weirdest of fashions.
Gets there, clears that attempt away, though Chu just walks one in, attempting to try and get that attack back set to where it was. Could not do so. Maple has had it come off the back of his head there, I think. Mayhem got it back. Rubik tried to clear it again for Biscuit, but Fisk won it for them. Maple now trying to dance by Mathieu. Looking, fires back to the center of the park with Busquets. Now Muller, back to Busquets. Back to the Vins. Now Yarvinen. Three of them playing. Bit triangular. Now the through ball. Shio Nakamoto. Chance saved by Rage out for a corner. And off it is Lexington who clears. But McFlop faced with it. Sent back in and cleared again by Mathieu. And that quells it.
Yeah, Cata really feel like growing in confidence after that penalty put them in the lead. I guess it also helps that Sao Paulo has to push forward to try and get an equalizer. But yeah, they smell blood in the water.
Still looking now for a minute to go.
Oh no!
The Julius give it right back to Newman and Gunnarsson. The huge throw there, I think, to celebrate stopping that one-on-one chance. Jokko Juliusson had it intercepted there by Jeff Newman, and they look for the header. At that time cleared by Fist. Mayhem there to sweep and able to win it back in time. The stoppage time now, 1 minute added on.
Yeah, I had no idea what Juliusson was thinking there, but Gunnarsson to the rescue.
And Manchester not seen Newman in the periphery as McFlop face. Tried to get a shot over to Muller. He could not convert. As we see, it's pretty much been dead even. Stands a penalty that has given Catalunya that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, especially when you look at the XG, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it would basically be exact even without the penalty. Remember, penalties are 0.7 XG. So very even game.
Low?
It's just... What?
Are they that low? I thought it was more like a 0.9.
I seem to remember reading it's 0.7, but I could be wrong. But I'm like 99% sure it's 0.7. But either way, pretty even game. It's just Catalunya had that one chance from the penalty, and they didn't waste it. So we will have some substitutions here. It will be Stains and Rising on for Mueller and McFlopface for Catalunya. Some fresh legs in the attack to try and get an insurance goal.
Yeah. For the record, it is 0.76. So, well, some models have it differently. Some say 0.76, some say 0.79. And there's Mayfield right in front. Well, offside. Look at this one. Who was the one offside? Mojo rising there, and it was not close.
Yeah. Whoops. But
I hadn't thought about the setup, man. There, I just thought about the closer. It's like, I don't know about that one, but yeah, Mojo Rising with about 5 yards, maybe more. Where he his rage there makes another save and scoops up. So I see that some models have it at 0.76, some have it at 0.79. I thought it was 0.92, so Price is Right rules or even just closest rules. However, I refuse to admit on a broadcast that I'm ever wrong. Guys, sends that one through, and a good save there by Rage. I think it was Sherwood there that got the head to it, but plenty of bodies there for Catalunya looking to put the double up as oh wow, offside on the goal kick there on Coffee Biscuit.
That's something you don't see every day, but
Yeah,
Mojo Rising, the super sub for Catalunya, have been very active on that left flank since coming on to halftime.
And on the other side of that, Järvinen able to block that one out. He's got it right back Buenos, and now looking to attack on that flank of Okamoto. Dances round Archer, centering ball there, cleared out by Lexington, and well to get it to the centre back line where Leafist was waiting. Juliusson now for Vins. Went from Staines to Järvinen, now Okamoto forward. Staines on a run from all the way back there, and Rage makes a save. Was kept in by Rising. Probably could have let that one go for the corner as it allowed Festivets to clear out. Get a much better result. Indirect here from Vins, headed back there out by Archer, and Steasley lays in wait. Sherwood now for Okamoto. Working together on that right edge again. Now Sherwood. Blocks by Incline. Should be able to keep that one in play, and does. Racing forward now. Sends it back there for Mathieu. 25 minutes to go in regulation time, and Juliusson that time able to cut it out. Got it back for Gunnarsson, who cleared it up to Maple. Now Staines through ball here for Dogwood Maple. That's 2. And I don't think you can deny him that time.
That's vintage Catalunya. What a ball that is to Dogwood Maple. We're going to see it on the replay because that was a thing of beauty. Comes from the long ball by the goalkeeper. Staines picks it up. What a ball. What a run. Wesley Staines setting the table. And Dogwood Maple chowing down.
Sao Paulo looked to get one back, and Chu was offside. Nearly had a chance there, but beat Gunnarsson trying to go across. Now here's Vins on a corner as a result, and was just tipped over there by Rage. So re-rack. Again, cleared out that time. Then Busquets tried to get it down there, but Newman got it back. And now Coffee Biscuit for 2 forwards. Trying to work there. Vins with a foul there. A final warning, interestingly. I don't think there... Well, it may have been a card, perhaps debatable, on how much of a clear path was had there as Okamoto there. Taken away from
I probably wouldn't have given the card there. Unless, he was on, persistent infringement watch, which I don't think he was.
Perhaps as Funyuns works it forward there for Newman. Tapped forward there for Fessenvets. Not on yellow, so... Either way, the foul just stands as cold as he is rising now. You mentioned how active he has been on the left flank. There's a through ball. Dogwood Maple, chip it in! That's the hat trick! And probably a capstone on what's been a great performance.
I mean, this is just pretty. This is just pretty counterattack. Mojo Rising. And Dogwood Maple off the ball has been absolutely deadly. And that little chip, like some queso with that, please.
Yeah, and it's poor play there by Kofi Archer, playing way too far back to try and cover off Shion Okamoto, and gave Maple plenty of leeway to make his through ball run and absolutely beat Matthew Mayhem for pace.
Yeah, we haven't been saying Kofi Anshaw's name a lot on this cast. He was a huge part of Sao Paulo's success last season, mostly in the attack, but also a capable defender at fullback.
Yeah, but there's a chance. Wesley Staines, well, converts one and it's 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, Catalunya making a statement in this one. Okamoto stretches the back line, squares it up. Great run by Staines into the space. Calm finish from the former Cairo man.
Yeah, probably should have had more opportunities to cut that one off, but I mean, you give a chance like that right in front of a cross, and I mean, we've seen plenty of Simulation Soccer League players converting offloads opportunities, and it's just yet another there as Fist ends up missing that header. Biscuit now with a chance at a capitalization. And that's a bit of a consolation goal there. Clean sheet broken.
Yeah, consolation, Sao Paulo's ownership doesn't have to pay the clean sheet bonus. But, yeah, Coffee Biscuit, I've just well-placed. Kind of caught Gunnarsson napping a little bit.
Yeah, again, I think like we saw similar with one of the Gaverno goals, if memory serves, that it was just from it's Vanislav rather who scored it earlier on. It would just, keep it caught off guard by a defender missing a header, and when an attacker just gets a clean run like that, it's no surprise that they convert as that blocked by Mayhem the shot. And out for a corner.
Or sorry, Catalunya's owner does not have to pay the clean sheet bonus. Realize I said Sao Paulo by accident.
Well, neither of them are now.
Touche.
That's the they want one back again. Here's Newman a chance, and again saved by Gunnarsson. Not sure if on target, but if forced Gunnarsson to make a save like that, probably would estimate that it would be. Funyuns in for Mathieu looking, headed out by Juliusson. Not far though, and Bremovic has it. Funyuns did get back in time and went off a bar and was actually offside. That was Coffee Biscuit who was.
Go into
out of time.
Is that a 3?
That is a 3, yes.
Interesting.
There's a header forward. Nearly could have fallen again for a Maple fourth, but Adam Rage did fall on it.
Almost felt like a bit of a miscommunication back there. Almost ran right into Lexington.
That corner headed out by Mayhem. Vin's very happy to let that one go. Not sure why the line's signaling for a throw in there, though I suppose we all know who hit it out. Archer now for Inclan. Now it's likely to try and get this one forward to maybe get a second here to finish this one off. And the referee has blown full time on what could have been an attacking opportunity. That'll be lamented. The Catalunya still secures a 4-1 win at home.
Yeah, solid day in the office for Catalunya, who is going to leapfrog Sao Paulo in the standings. Hat trick from Maple. You can debate the penalty all you want. But, yeah, then the second half comes. Their substitutions make impacts. Staines with a goal and an assist. Rising with an assist. And just being a force on that left flank. Very, very good win for Catalunya.
Yeah, especially as a team that was playing so viscerally with 22,000 of those 90 minutes. So here we take a look at the standings here. 1 goal scored by every away side. Those who scored in the second half ended up losing.
And on the table, Hollywood leapfrogs Tokyo to take the lead in the title race. Buenos Aires and Catalunya both leapfrog Sao Paulo. Bottom 3 stay the same.
Yeah, the Athênai does end up closing that gap with that victory. Of course, Hollywood still undefeated and into London winless. So that will do us here from all of us here at the Simulation Soccer League. For our picks, for the Simulation Soccer League staff, and for all of our broadcasting partners. I've been Sock. We shall see you next time.